Hello guys, today I'm talking about a prepping tip that no one ever talks about in depth like I'm going to talk about today. It is imperative that you listen to this video because it literally could save your life. All right, my number one prepping tip is water. You have to have water. And here's where most people don't go to the extent that I do when I talk about this prepping tip. What am I talking about? Yes, it's good to have a water filter. It's good to have a personal water filter so that you have to drink out of a stream or something. And those are, I would get those number one, yes. But here's the thing that no one talks about. When you have floods, when you have hurricanes, fires, all of these natural disasters where you have a little bit of warning that you may not have either power to pump water to your house or power to pump your well, or the lines may be cut for whatever reason. You have got to fill every single thing you can with water the very second you know there is going to be a problem. In 2013, when the floods were hitting Colorado and they said our water treatment plant is possibly going to be compromised, start storing up water. They did not go into depth how to do this, and I'm going to tell you how to do this because you have to do this. All these people, Hurricane Helene, have left with no water. They can't get their pumps to work because they can't get their pumps to work for their wells because they have no power. They weren't doing this. You have to do this. So the very second you know that a hurricane may be coming, or a tornado, or a wildfire, which is happening right here behind me right now, just 8 or 10 miles away from me, the very second you know, fill every single thing you can with water. What am I talking about? Plug your bathtub, fill it up with water. A lot of bathtubs leak. I would get a silicone stopper like this, or if you have a silicone jar opener or something, close your tub, drain, put this on top, get a pot, fill it with water to hold the weight down so that it stays down. And then fill up your tub as high as you can with water. Also, guys, you need to have a gallon of bleach at least on hand to purify water for drinking also. So as I'm giving all these tips, later, then if you need to purify water, you have your bleach to do it. But with the bathtub, depending on how much time you have, you can bleach out your bathtub so that you have fresh drinking water out of your bathtub if you have time to do that. If you don't have time to do that, just shut that puppy closed and start filling it up. All of your sinks, I would only leave one sink empty. Your kitchen sinks, your bathroom sinks, all your garage sinks, your laundry room sinks, plug all of those. Start filling them with water. Don't forget, the back of the toilet has fresh water. Your hot water heater has fresh water. Don't turn on the hot water. Save that water in the hot water heater if you need hot water for cleaning or something. Totes. Do you have totes that you could that you could empty and fill with water? Trash cans. Get every single trash can that's plastic or metal and sealed. Fill it with water. Canning jars, your crock pots, your pots, your pans, your Instant Pot, all of those. Fill them with water. Do you have a kiddie pool? Do you have a garden pond that you, like I just have this pond that is for my garden that I don't have installed, and I was using it to grow pumpkins, but I could dump the soil out and fill that puppy up with water. Garden buckets. I have tons of gallonized buckets that I use for my gardening. Garden storage cans. I have these cans where I'm storing garden chemicals in them. And Everybody's gonna be like, "Ooh, don't use garden chemicals on your water." I can just hear the freak out now. Listen, I'm not gonna be drinking that water. I'm going to be using that water to flush the toilet if I need to wash things if I need to. I would wash in that water and then rinse my dishes in clean water. That would be perfectly fine. We're talking an emergency situation here. I would take all of the garden chemicals out of my trash cans and I would fill those with water to use. Before I get to the next thing, this video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. It is 25% off in the description below. If you want to save money on your grocery bill so you can start stockpiling and make easy recipes that get you in and out of the kitchen quick, that your family will love, please go check it out in the description below. I've had viewer after viewer say their first trip to the grocery store, just after reading the tips, they have saved hundreds of dollars. Go check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook in the description below. If you don't have water to flush the toilet, save all of your grocery sacks. I have this huge stockpile of grocery sacks in my stockpile room. So if we can't flush the toilet, I can just put this around a 5-gallon bucket with a pool noodle if I need to, and we can do our business in that. If you have larger trash bags, you can turn the water off on your toilet, line your toilet with a trash bag, poop in there, keep cat litter on hand. I would keep a bag of cat litter on hand, sprinkle it on top, and after you've had 4 or 5 poops or everybody's pooped for the day or whatever, then tie it up and you can throw it in the trash or burn it if you have to. But figure out how you're gonna do your business. I would have one toilet for peeing only and one toilet for pooping only. That would be another way. Don't flush your toilet every time you pee. Let it build for the day. I mean, it depends on how many people you have in your house, but let it build for the day and then flush once a day. All of the guys can go do their business outside easily. Ladies, actually, a lot of you could go do your business outside also if you needed to. You really could. I get if you're in an apartment building or something like that, I totally understand that. Me, I have a nice backyard. If I need to go do my business out there, I could go do my business out there. The next thing is stop worrying about doing the laundry when you have no water. I am absolutely shocked at the number of people who are worried about laundry when they have no water. There was a disaster that happened a year or two ago, and I was watching some of the preppers who had gone through it. And they had been without water for, I think, 5 or 6 days. And this woman was just obsessed with getting her laundry done. I mean, she just kept going on and on about getting her laundry done. Hurricane Helene, I was watching some preppers. And these people are actually preppers. They're actually preppers. It's just not your normal person. These people were preppers. They haven't had water for 4 days, and she's worried about doing laundry. Stop it. If it's like Hurricane Helene, where the floodwaters have decimated everything, and let's say all of your clothes are just completely soaked in water, what are you going to do? You're going to hang everything out everywhere you can find a place to hang and let it dry so it doesn't mold first. So just get it all dried out first. Then when the power comes back on, and you have water again, then start washing your clothes like regular. Most people have a minimum of 2 weeks worth of clothes. And I know women that I have helped declutter their homes, and I'm not exaggerating. This one woman had 50 bras and no less than 60 or 70 pairs of underwear. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The clothes. I probably have 25 winter shirts and 25 summer shirts in my closet. I've got 6 or 7 pairs of pants. There is no reason. Sorry guys, the smoke and ashes are really bad here. The ash is just raining down on us. Stop wasting your valuable energy in a crisis situation with things like your laundry. There is no reason why you cannot wear a shirt and a pair of pants for a week to 10 days. Even if you're shoveling out mud, you could still get by with 1 or 2 pairs of pants. Let's say you have a pair of pants that are just caked with mud. You could let them dry and just scrape all the big pieces of mud off, scrape all the mud you can off, go like this with the legs to get even more, to get all the dirt off, and put them back on and wear them again. Let's say your pants are just sopping wet, okay? Hang them out to dry. I know in places like North Carolina, this might take a day or so, day or two, but hang them out to dry if you can. Put on your other pair of pants and you're just gonna have to rotate through, but you're not doing laundry. If you're one of those very, very rare people that literally only has 3 or 4 pairs of underwear, which frankly, I have never met that person in my life, but let's just say you are. Wash out your socks and underwear that night. Hopefully they'll dry in the morning. If not, hopefully you have 1 or 2 pairs of socks or underwear on you, or 3. I mean, I would have 3, and then dry them out. Just keep rotating. You can a little tiny bowl is enough to wash socks and underwear. That's all you need. I don't care how stinky your shirts are. Put on deodorant. It'll help some. Spray yourself with perfume if it's getting really bad. But there are cultures like the Amish where they just don't wear deodorant. And they wear the same clothes every single day because they don't want to do the laundry. They'll wear the same dress for a week. And then you go see them, and quite frankly, I would not be buying food from them. But you can live like that. People do live like that. In third world countries, they are not doing 10 loads of laundry a week. The amount of laundry that Americans do is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So if you don't have water, stop worrying about the laundry. Comment other ideas that you could store water in the description below. Visit us at livingonadime.com, and we will see you guys next time.